rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Here's Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Play action. It's Fields looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Bears 28, Panthers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam. Watch the edge.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 18.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Screen. Jump.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Fields.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47 Mike. 47. It's a party now.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
47, check Mike 47. I got you. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
To throw is Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 43. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here's Mecole Hardman. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
At the 28-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Thomas brings it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Wilson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 33-yard line.
Mike's 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 47's the Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Here's Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. And
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Check Mike. Check Mike.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game play. First down, Bears.
Big stuff, let's go.
Wilson with a first down carry. get this one across the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check 37, check 37.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run on first down. Overton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Check, 47. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
A give, this is Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they won't run a play here. No victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped. This one.
They had